over the years, we've heard that gold
Yes.
is supposed to be like this big inflation beater. It's
Right.
the thing you buy,
Right.
to fight inflation with. I'm sure everybody have seen, a million TV commercials and
Yes.
everything else, buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. Gold got the reputation of being an inflation fighter back in the 80s.
Okay.
So, and I'll preface this by saying that gold is not an inflation fighter. Gold is a fear fighter. When people get scared,
Right.
they want to buy gold, right? They want to have a hard asset, when they get scared. And so that does sometimes coincide with inflationary periods, but not always. But the big one was in the early 80s when we had, the highest inflation we've ever had in our country, even higher than what we've experienced lately. And our economy was literally on its back. We had oil embargo, we had inflation. I mean, everything. It was a giant perfect storm of economic bad stuff, and we were on our back. And the U.S. economy was on the verge of becoming a second-tier economy. I mean, that's where we were, and people were so scared that they bought gold, and so gold went up tremendously, and did way better than inflation. Ergo, gold is an inflation fighter.
Oh, yeah.
But if you look at, long-term trends, what you'll find is that gold is not always, and in most cases actually, is not a good inflation fighter. It's a good fear fighter.
Right.
If people are scared.
Right.
And sometimes inflation causes fear, as in, back in the 80s. But inflation doesn't necessarily always cause the kind of panicky fear where people feel like, I need to put all my money in gold bars.
Yeah.
But the other thing I find kind of an interesting question with the gold bars is, okay, so inflation's gotten so horrible that you have all these gold bars,
Right.
and so I mean, what are you gonna go down to the grocery store, with your pen knife, and you're gonna scrape off some gold off of your gold bar?
Yeah.
I want to buy my groceries with 5 shavings of this
Right.
gold. And it's kind of heavy, and where are you going to store it? So I don't know that that gold is the best way to invest, the best strategy to use to fight inflation with. If you like what you just saw and you want to keep having more fun than a human being should be allowed to have when talking about all this boring financial stuff, click right here and you'll get more content.
RPOA.com